Ladies and gentlemen, it's Llama, and today we are back with another video. I hate when people say that in the video because you guys know that. You guys clicked on the video and you know that it's a video, and you know that I'm back with a video because you've clicked on it. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for the support on the last one that I uploaded. I didn't want to say video again. It was the Desert Eagle winning collateral, game-winning collateral. You guys seem to enjoy it. There's a lot of views on that compared to how I usually do these days with my dead channel. I just wanted to go over really quick my thoughts on the alpha. I'm a little bit late on it. Today is the 30th, Friday, and it ended back on Sunday or Monday, whenever. So, yeah, I'm a little late on it, but I'm getting to it now. Basically, we're just going to be going over how the game felt to me, what the quality of it looked like, all of my thoughts, basically. Keep in mind, I am playing on a normal PlayStation 4, not a Pro, because I am the definition of poverty, so things can look better than you're seeing right now. Right off the bat, the atmosphere and the feeling of the game is entirely authentic. It feels raw. It doesn't feel like a clown show, like a damn circus. There's no clowns running around with horns up their asses like there was in BO4 with all these bright colored suits and all that stuff. Visually, it looks so much like COD Ghost, it's actually insane. Like, even the scoreboard and the HUD feels very familiar to Ghost to me. As far as the gameplay goes, the movement is not as quite as sharp as in previous CODs. Your weapon's reaction to your movement is not as tight, and it feels very similar to like Battlefield or Rainbow Six Siege. There's way more of a sway when you're strafing. Getting into an engagement, for example, getting a kill and then having to turn to get that second one, it doesn't feel as smooth as in previous CODs, at least in my opinion. The speed of your character, and this could be just specific to the mode, hopefully, but the speed of your character does not feel as fast as you would probably want it to be, because I know most COD players want to move faster, and I just felt like I was running in mud most of the time, and I don't really like that feeling. How that plays out in the full game with other classes and things like that remains to be seen. The engine felt different, but leading into my next point, it's very satisfying when you're getting kills in this game. I can't really explain it. You had to have played it to understand. The ragdoll in this game is hilariously awesome. If you're plastering somebody up against the wall with a shotgun, it is very satisfying. The hit detection felt a little dodgy in the alpha, but again, this is an alpha we're talking about, so this and everything else that I come up with that is a little bit negative can be worked on and will be worked on moving forward. But the hit detection with the sniper rifle and that lever action rifle specifically, I felt like was pretty dodgy to me. But all the other guns felt good. So that's a positive thing. The sounds in the game are great. Like, every gun has its own unique sound. It gives it its own unique feeling of weight and impact. I did feel like the footsteps were kind of hard to hear. The enemy footsteps. I heard somebody say something about changing the sound preset to headphones 1 or something like that. And I did that, and it helped a little bit, but that's something that's going to need some severe tweaking once the game fully comes out. The maps in 2v2 are not that bad. I didn't like the one that is probably on your screen right now, where it's, like a green woodland area, has 2 bunkers on either side with a big crate in the middle. I didn't like that one, but I wouldn't even say I hated it. Like, all the maps that I played seemed okay. The big test is going to be when these 6v6 maps come out, how those play, how those feel. Hopefully those are good. Just prepare if you're going into this 2v2 mode, and this is probably a given considering how the competitive scene in games kind of is. Prepare to get terrible teammates almost every time. If you do go in there with another player, expect you and your teammate to fight people who are sitting in the spawns. That is unbelievably common throughout this alpha. It was unreal how many times people would just sit back there and not really move or do anything. They were very scared for their lives, and fighting for that World Heavyweight Championship really takes a toll on these people mentally, I feel like. The game is visually impressive, but for the love of God, and I am saving your life here, turn off motion blur and turn off weapon blur. Those are awful. They are the fastest way humanly possible to get a migraine. I am not even kidding. And I also turned off film grain effect. It just made things look a little better. I would say overall, the thing that has me most optimistic for this game is actually having something to do with the previous game. It's just a seemingly noticeable jump in quality across the board from BO4. Even from just the in-game play, how the game felt, how the interactions were with enemy players, and also just to the menu. I know most of the menus blocked off, but just the quality of it just looks so much better. BO4 felt insanely rushed. Nothing about that game felt unique. The gameplay was okay, but there was nothing particularly fresh or interesting about it. The game, at least on traditional PlayStation 4, my peasant console, looked insanely blurry and washed out for some reason, almost like BO2 on PS3. The textures sometimes wouldn't load in properly. The menus would freeze, so the issues weren't even just in the game. It was, also into the menu and all that kind of stuff, which was very odd. And everything seemed to be a glitchy mess, like the characters in the main menu screen, the pregame lobby would glitch out and it would be insanely stupid. And it just seemed like the entire game was set aside for microtransactions. They just put it on the back burner as far as quality of the game, and microtransactions and the tier system kind of took the front of that game. And I think that is disappointing in itself, but also it really sets up Infinity Ward to have something special here. If they can capitalize on this, possibly the worst COD that we've ever gotten, I think we can get something really, really good. And of course we hope for that every year, but this just feels different. Like the gameplay feels different. And I think a lot of people are not going to like that sluggish feeling. But I don't think it would be too much to get used to. I really do think at the core it feels familiar to what we always have known COD to be. But again, this is my initial thoughts. The game could be horrible whenever the beta comes out. 6v6 could be the most unbalanced COD that we've ever had. We don't know that yet, but so far it's interesting. As far as the 2v2 mode goes, it was fun for a little bit. It's just, it got stale after a little while. I'm not that competitive of a player. I don't like, these 2v2, these like competitive fucking, fighting for a big ass gold trophy modes. That's not really my thing. And that's a shame because for how solid the gameplay did feel, I was having a good time, but I wanted more out of each match. I wanted that 6v6 experience. I wanted to have, constant kills going on, because at least in my experience last weekend, I had a bunch of teammates, or I would say enemies. One of the people on the other team would leave, and so it was just me and a teammate versus one person. My teammate would get the kills every single time because he would bull rush to the other side of the map just to kill him, and then that was it. I didn't really get to do anything, so I can't wait to try the beta to give that normal experience a try, because that's where I'm going to be spending the vast majority of my time on this game. So those are my general thoughts so far on the game. There will be a much more extensive overview coming out once the game actually releases. I'm excited to see what that full experience is like. Let me know what you guys think of the alpha down below. What did you think of it? And are you excited for the beta? Because I sure am. And also, the beta will be streamed by me, yours truly, over at twitch.tv/ReallyBuffLlama. Go follow the link in the description and follow me. I'm almost at 100 followers. I have affiliate now, which means I have a sub button. You can donate to me and watch me do cartwheels on stream. It's going to be awesome. I stream games. I really enjoy interacting with you guys. So if you are a fan thing of me, go follow it and check me out there, because I do really enjoy streaming. Follow me on Twitter at JDizzyD, but be warned, I stream about sports an excessive amount, and that's over there is where I interact with you guys. I tweet out when I go live on Twitch, and I just shitpost random things about, whatever during the day. I have a new corgi. Her name is Maisie. I tweet pictures of her all the time, and also my queen, Jennifer Aniston, who needs no introduction. She's beautiful. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.